I vis lolo Lorena la lebre.
In the early 13th century, an heretical Christian sect known as the Cathars was gaining popularity in southern France. They did not recognize the authority of the Roman Catholic Church and believed the Pope to be the Antichrist. Thus, the Pope saw them as a serious threat to his power. In response, he waged a ruthless and barbaric 20-year crusade against them. The last surviving Cathars sought sanctuary at the Castle of Montsegur in the foothills of the Pyrenees. Here, a sympathetic force of about 100 knights and soldiers managed to hold off a 10,000-strong Catholic mercenary army for more than 9 months.
Ah, Guillaume, I pray you bear good tidings.
I'm afraid not, my lord. The Eastern Barbican has been captured.
How? It was well defended.
Somehow they gained access through a secret entrance and overpowered our sentries. I suspect we have a traitor in our midst.
Damn them. What are our options?
I'd expect they'll bring in more reinforcements. And then move their trebuchet closer to breach the castle walls. We must stop them quickly. It's our only chance.
Our people. Did we lose many?
No. Most of the villagers managed to get inside the castle before we sealed the main gate. What would you have us do now?
We have no alternative. We must retake the Barbican.
Our best chance will be while they're distracted, moving their trebuchet.
There's a slim chance we could destroy that as well.
Slim indeed. We barely have 100 knights and men-at-arms left. If we fail, well, we can't fail. Ultimately, they'll kill us all. This castle may have offered us protection over the past year, but we are trapped with no obvious means of escape.
My lords, is it true what they're saying about today's encounter?
Yes. Yes, unfortunately.
I will pray for their deliverance.
You have 200 Parfait that are unwilling to bear arms and fight. I think we would all be better served if you were to pray for a change of heart.
We have taken vows to do no violence. Our lives are in God's hands. This we cannot alter.
Then I suggest you prepare for the worst. Our time is short.
O brethren, give ear to a noble lesson. We ought always to watch and pray, for we see this world nigh to a conclusion. And we ought to strive to do good works.
I fear where this is all leading.
Tron is preparing his people for the worst.
It's only a matter of time now until the castle falls.
We ought to covet little, for we are in the latter end. And so we seek daily the signs to be accomplished.
What will happen to us?
That depends on what Lord Raymond does next, and if he's able to negotiate with the seneschal or not.
With the increase of evil and the demise of good,
King Louis and the Pope
we see
only
the
want our
perils
lands and wealth.
that the scriptures mention
They've
in the
shown no
Gospels
mercy.
and the writings of St. Paul.
They haven't even spared children from the fires.
No man living can know the end.
The castle may fall, but Lord Guillaume and I will protect you. Our knights do not surrender.
And therefore we ought
We have
more
sworn to
fear,
fight to the death if that's what's required.
for we know not whether we should die today.
That's very
tomorrow.
noble. But what are a few knights against 10,000? I fear for my virtue, as well as my death.
For we are in the last time.
Do not fear, for I will not let them take you alive.
Your commitment to my end is appreciated, but unfortunately not very comforting. Please excuse me, I must check on Meg's well-being.
Let us meditate and pray.
Before the fire consumes you, heretic, and you feel the flames if you fail to recant tonight. Why do you refuse to believe in the true and holy baptism? Burn her.
It's okay. I'm just having a bad dream.
It was so real. I'm scared.
Do you still remember where we used to play in the fields and you would hide and I couldn't find you?
That was so much fun. You could never work out where I'd gone.
Yes, it was. We'll have to do it again when this is all over. I'll get you some more milk and cake, and you can tell me where you would hide.
No, that would be silly. Then you would know where to find me.
Ah, I thought I could trick you while you were still sleepy. But you're too smart for that.
Do you think we could go back home again?
I hope so.
An angel in the night, or am I mistaken?
I think my lord mistakes me for another.
No, my lady. Your kindness beseech you. A light of hope to those of us that remain.
It is but a candle. What keeps you up so late?
And make peace with my God. For in the morning we do battle again. I speak frankly, as I fear this may be our last moment.
I pray not. If it not for your skill and courage, we would have already endured a slow and horrible death.
Senseless persecution needs to be stopped. King Louis in Hurasi would burn us all for that fanatic in Rome.
Yet you're here, defending us. Templars are of a Catholic order. I don't really understand.
This new pope has an evil agenda. Even my fellow Templars fear to speak out against him. Now with King Louis supporting him, I don't believe anyone is safe.
If you were discovered, won't that make it worse for them?
So be it. I cannot with all conscience not protect the innocent. That's why our Templar order was originally created.
It's time.
How's Beata?
Keeping a brave front. Are your men ready?
They're ready. And you?
Always.
There'll be another day to fight for our honor.
What were you thinking? I've never known you to run from a fight.
There was too many of them, Guillaume. We would have all been slaughtered.
You're too impulsive and you don't think. That was our last chance to destroy the trebuchet and force them off the mountain. They'll kill us all now at their leisure.
You're right. All I could think about was staying alive to save Philippa. I'm sorry.
There's no time to be sorry. Just tend to the wounded.
Any news?
Nothing good. We were heavily outnumbered.
Have we lost many?
No, but we have wounded. Fortunately, Guillaume and Simon fought a strong rearguard action, allowing our men enough time to retreat.
Is Pierre all right?
And Raymond?
Lord Raymond is on the wall with Pierre, organising defences. He and Guillaume will be along shortly.
Thank you, thank you. They will need food and rest, and the girls will help tend the wounded.
Food we can provide. Rest, well, might be a bit harder to come by.
I'm scared. I'm scared for us all.
We must be strong. We are but a small part in a heavenly battle. God has prepared our path, and we must follow where he has chosen. That is our destiny.
The choice of letting good men die fighting to protect your pacifist hide seems an unlikely choice God would make. Your belief in reincarnation makes you irresponsible. We can always fix it in the next life. Well, what if this one is all we get?
By the saints, Beata, I know that you're scared and upset, but please, respect our beliefs.
These beliefs have brought the full force of the Catholic Church down on our heads. What if they're wrong?
She is just upset. Come on, girls. There is much work to do.
Lord, give me strength.
I'm not sure what we should do.
We need to remove the arrow.
Sorry, Jean. Got to remove it. Drink this. This will help with the pain. Philippa, we need to stop the bleeding. The bishop has been using herbs and honey for the deeper wounds. Please hurry, he's bleeding badly.
What went wrong?
They knew we were coming.
Pierre didn't help running for cover.
At this stage, there's no point laying blame. We can't afford to lose any more men.
So, now what?
We were lucky to survive. Now it's only a matter of time before they get reinforcements and try full assault.
Well, we are grateful for you for getting us this far. But now myself and my followers must prepare ourselves for our martyrdom. Though perhaps, if we were to surrender, you and your people might be spared.
If I send a messenger to the Seneschal seeking terms of surrender, it may buy us some more time.
In that case, the Templar involvement cannot be revealed. That would put the whole order at risk. They need to believe that I acted as a lone wolf.
What about Simon?
I have a plan. His past relationship with the Seneschal could prove useful. He should be your messenger, Trust me with this.
You have my word.
We will need a good cover story in case of torture and capture.
I'm also led to believe that you possess an ancient artifact. One that could unlock secrets. Secrets that must never fall into enemy hands.
Is this true?
Yes. After the crucifixion, Mary Magdalene was brought here from Egypt.
What does this have to do with our current situation?
When Mary was dying, she entrusted our good men with an ancient book. Now, we believe that hidden within its writings are clues to those secrets that... How did you know?
After the first crusade to the Holy Land, the Knights Templar were based on the old site of Solomon's Temple. While there, they uncovered text describing a powerful ancient relic.
We believe that Mary's book may be the key to finding it.
Do you still have the book?
No. It was hidden nearby before we were trapped here.
If the enemy know of it, and we surrender, it's only a matter of time before someone is tortured into revealing its location.
Then we must make every effort to recover it, now before it's too late.
Only one person knows of its whereabouts. And besides, aren't you forgetting something? We're in a completely hopeless situation, surrounded with no means of escape.
No trap is ever perfect. My lady, you surprised me.
Why? What have I done?
A blacksmith's workshop? It's hardly the sort of place where I'd expect to find you.
Gerard's been kind enough to make a sword for me.
A gift for someone?
No, it's for me. Since the Pathé won't fight, I need to protect myself and Meg from the invaders. And possibly Simon.
I don't think Simon intends to hurt you. He's like a puppy in your presence.
I'm surprised he's not with you now.
He is off running an errand for me. Besides, I have greater needs for Gerard's talents today. May I also suggest, if you feel the need for a weapon, maybe a crossbow might be a safer option for everyone.
What do you need, my lord?
I need some small iron spikes that can support the weight of a knight.
Yes, my lord, I'm onto it. More heat, my friend.
I'll leave you two to bond.
I am so tired of parsnips.
Well, it's better than nothing.
I know. But I'd do almost anything for some pork. Or fish. Fresh fish.
Must be a year since we've had any fish.
How's Jean? Any improvement?
I'm hoping some food will help him to regain his strength. Hopefully the soldiers will get tired of all this and leave, and then things can get back to normal.
I don't know if that will ever happen now.
Why do you think that? We've had sieges before and they eventually gave up and went away.
I know. But they've never managed to get any men up the mountain before.
What will happen to us if they take the castle?
I think they only want the Cathars. We should be safe because we're from a noble family.
But I'm not. I'm just a servant.
I'm sure Father will look after you. Besides, you're not a Cathar.
only Pierre had not killed the friars at the Inquisition, the Pope might have left us alone.
Don't let Philippa hear you saying that.
Oh, I don't blame him. They were doing horrible things to people. But it was still a stupid thing to do. After all, they did represent the Pope.
I know. Pierre's impulsive and doesn't think things through. But he loves Philippa and he's still a good man.
Do you think we could escape before the castle falls? I would prefer to take my chances rather than be captured.
Every day it's getting harder to get things in from the outside.
Well, our duty is to stay and support our father. However, I would understand it if you wanted to try and escape, Mary.
Where would you go?
I have family to the north. They would look after me.
Don't be sad. That's better.
So, what have you been up to?
Just watching the pigeons landing on the wall. They must have a nest. I wish I were able to fly.
You must be careful. There may be archers watching the windows now.
Enjoy this wine. It's quite good. Simon! This day's full of surprises. Get him a seat. And some wine.
Thank you, my lord. Bishop Petrus, you're a long way from the comforts of Rome.
Indeed. I was unaware of your presence here.
Skip the formalities. What brings you to Montségur?
Chance and poor timing. I was returning from Templar duties in Toulouse when I decided to check in on the situation with Lord Raymond. Unfortunately, my departure was delayed when you lay siege to the castle. Somewhat of an inconvenience.
My apologies, but Bishop Petrus was most convincing and insistent. I think you'll find that Lord Raymond will be defaulting on any outstanding debts to the Templars this year.
Only if you succeed, and quickly. I've heard they have some reinforcements on their way.
Why are you still here? The Templars have no interest in this.
It suited me at the time, but now has been put upon me by Lord Raymond to mediate acceptable terms of their surrender.
We don't negotiate with heretics. We burn them. It's God's way.
Your persistence in continuing this crusade must be a costly exercise.
It has dragged on, but God's work requires patience, unfortunately.
I think if you want this to end quickly, you're going to have to sweeten the deal. Those reinforcements could be here by Easter.
Bishop, would you and Friar Thomas kindly leave us? I need to discuss some things in private with Simon.
If you must, Friar Thomas and I will tend to our flock.
I respect Lord Raymond's efforts in defending the heretics, but the Church has my hands tied in this matter.
Our real enemy lies in Jerusalem. This is just the devil's distraction chasing a few misguided heretics. They're a harmless bunch.
Damned if I'll get on the wrong side of the Pope to save a few peasants. Fortune favours the strong.
That may be, but I think you'll find a little more profit if you show some mercy. I see no winners in this encounter.
This new Pope's fanatical. He wants to eradicate these heretics once and for all. There are spies everywhere. We both need to be cautious and watch our backs. No one is safe.
Then show some compromise and this whole episode will come to a quick end. They're not all heretics, but with no hope, ordinary men can become heroes. Besides, think of the time and money you'll save. Popes don't last forever.
What you say has merit. My men are restless and want to return home. But I must satisfy the demands of the bishop.
What you do with your knights is not my concern. What would you have me tell Lord Raymond?
I will consider an unconditional surrender and spare Lord Raymond and his family, along with his knights. But be careful. My archers are not very selective. I cannot guarantee your safety. I suggest you avoid any delays in leaving this area. Being a Templar may not save you.
Accepted. But it would be wise to remember nothing can save you if you make the Templars your enemy.
Hopefully our next encounter will be in less hostile circumstances.
Indeed.
How did it go?
Hence. For Lord Hughes, it's business as usual. However, Bishop Petrus is another matter. He's a heartless fanatic, unlikely to yield. Just another puppet to the Pope.
Well, that's always been the case.
Well, it doesn't leave us much room to maneuver.
After our recent losses, we don't have the men to hold them off any longer.
If you're prepared to surrender, we may be able to negotiate better conditions and save the women and children.
Either way, the Cathars are doomed.
Save yourselves. You've done the best you can. Save the women and children if you can. But as for myself and my good people, we know there's no hope of survival. Only martyrdom.
Simon, when you went to their camp, how were their troops deployed?
They're moving their men towards the main access, gathering for a major assault.
I have an idea. It's a long shot. But with their lines depleted, it might be possible to smuggle some people out.
If it helps, I could stall for more time with negotiations.
Then we have a plan.
What numbers are you contemplating?
Not many. Perhaps just a few, spread over several nights. They will need to be fit enough to travel quickly.
Do what you can. My place is here with my wife and family.
I have sworn to fight to the death.
I have other needs for you, Simon.
I cannot leave. I've sworn to protect Bietta.
As you have with every other pretty lady in France. Her best chance is for you to stay focused on the task ahead.
So be it. What would you have me do?
Listen carefully. I need you to return to their camp with Lord Raymond's terms of surrender. Then leave the area showing no further interest in the outcome. That should allay any further suspicion of Templar activity.
My lords, this inquisition will only stop when they believe that myself and my Cathars have all been destroyed. We've accepted our fate and we've made our peace with God. But others like Meg and Beata, they might be spared. They are the last of their bloodline.
Unfortunately, Bertrand, many bloodlines are about to be lost. It's hardly relevant. Perhaps if all your people just promised to be good Catholics, they would be spared.
No, never. It's better to burn now than to submit to Satan and burn forever.
This duality you believe in, between good and evil, is it worth dying for? Just tell them what they want to hear. You can take it back later. Think of the children. They don't even understand what's happening.
This is a decision that every Cathar must make. And also, our faith is not the only one under attack.
They're blaming the Jews for killing Jesus. They're seizing and burning copies of the Talmud.
It's no longer about the Christian belief. It's about wealth and power.
Was it ever anything else?
We digress. If this plan's to work, it must remain confidential. Otherwise, those who escape will be hunted down.
Indeed. Secrecy is most important.
I thought I might find you here.
It's a beautiful night. And the stars are bright and the air is crisp and fresh.
It's a bit too cold for my liking.
I like the cold. It's especially beautiful when it snows. It's so peaceful and quiet tonight. Seems oddly strange.
We've stopped the constant bombardment of the trebuchet, while talk's underway.
Do you think we'll all die?
Eventually. But not tonight.
It's not the dying that bothers me as much. It's what they'll do to us first.
Try not to think about it.
I can't help it. I just seem to delight in the sadistic torture of so many beautiful and harmless people. The thought of slowly burning to death terrifies me. Why? How do you go?
I'm a soldier and a Templar. Death is always with us. We need to learn to deal with our mortality. Otherwise, we'll be totally consumed by fear.
Bertrand tells me that in death, I am born again into another life. That we are heavenly angels, trapped in our earthly bodies. That's why it's easier for him. But I don't know what to believe anymore.
My experience is to trust only my instincts. And so far they haven't failed me yet. I've seen good men, great men, on both sides die for their faith. If there is a caring God, I haven't found him.
My mother always said that we don't need to look for God, as he's everywhere, whether we believe it or not.
Well, if there ever was a good time for God to reveal himself, it's now. We need a miracle, and we need it now. You should get some rest. Tomorrow will be a big day.
No one must know about this.
Your secret is safe. Ah, Simon.
I found some rope. I hope it's enough.
I need to meditate and pray.
Take care. Simon, we've work to do.
Lead the way.
I think you'd be pleased to know that I've decided to take Beata and Meg with us.
Have you told her?
No, not yet. The less people know, the better.
I understand. What next?
Stick to our plan. Deliver Lord Raymond's surrender document to Lord Hugh, and then when you think it's safe, meet up with us.
Take care.
If this fails, we'll next see you in heaven.
Well, let's make this work.
God be with you.
And also with you.
Are you sure that there is no other way? I'm worried about the girls.
We have so few men left that we were lucky to have survived the last attack.
I know, those mercenaries were ruthless. Can't we just wait this out until some reinforcements arrive?
If they were coming, they would have been here by now.
But the Lord of Toulouse and the King of Aragon have both promised to send knights
I know.
to it.
But I think they've realized the futility of fighting such a large force.
Just hope God hears our prayers.
You can inform Lord Raymond that I will require hostages as an act of good faith. His request is somewhat unusual.
I'll leave that up to you to negotiate, my lord. I've wasted enough time here already.
Suit yourself. Give my regards to Lord Guillaume and the Templars when next you see them. Rumour has it he's been off preparing and recruiting for a new crusade to the Holy Land.
Then I'd better hurry. That sounds like an adventure not to be missed.
Yes, riches and opportunity are there for the taking.
Indeed. So once you've finished here, I expect we'll have your full support in the new crusade?
Of course. God's will be done.
The Pope will be delighted.
He makes me feel uneasy. How sure are you of his allegiances?
Simon comes from a good family. I have no reason to doubt his loyalty to the church or the king. Besides, there's little he could do to upset your plans.
We will see.
Well, I will go first and make sure it is safe.
Are you sure there's no other way?
If there was another way, I would take it. I can see a couple of ledges where you can stop and catch your breath.
I'm scared of heights. And what about Meg?
If I can manage, I'm sure you'll find. Just try not to look down. Meg's small, she can be lowered down with all our gear.
We'll be careful. Good luck, and Godspeed to you both.
Meg, do as you're told, and hold on tight.
Given the choice, I'd stay and fight. Sneaking off into the night is not the Templar way.
This mission gives us all some hope. Some must survive for the future. There are greater battles ahead.
Be careful. Please be careful.
We're almost there. Rest up and catch your breath while they lower Meg.
This better work. There's no way I could get back up.
You need to be quiet. Just in case there's sentries down below.
Will we be there soon?
Won't be long and then you can rest.
I'm tired.
Shh. We need to be quiet. Did you hear that?
It's probably nothing. It might just be a badger. Let's not go looking for trouble.
You're probably right. My luck, it's just a bear.
I've got other plans for tonight.
Please don't hurt me again. I'm not a Cathar.
Quiet.
Just want to go home.
If you're good and you do as you're told, we might let you go.
And only if you're good.
Aren't you going to help?
I cannot save everyone.
But it's Mary, the maid from the castle.
I'm sorry that I cannot risk losing you and Meg.
Come on, Meg. There's nothing we can do here.
Did they accept?
They're prepared to give us a 14-day truce to allow each person time to consider their allegiances and to make peace with God.
And then what?
What Raymond is trying to say is after that 14-day period, those who have repented and swear their allegiance to the Pope will be spared.
And if we don't?
If you refuse, then you'll be taken and either tortured or burnt to death. That is what they've done everywhere else.
There's also a demand for hostages to guarantee our compliance.
Hostages are out of the question.
Do you think I want to surrender? If we don't comply, they will continue their attack and kill every last one of us. We have no alternative left than to accept.
Come. I'll negotiate my own terms.
Take whatever you need, and may God be with you both. Let them go!
She's our daughter!
Philippa made her choices when she married Pierre.
Is there nothing we can do to stop this?
What's happening? I'm not sure.
Lord. It's sounding our surrender.
What should we do?
Hide. Escape if you can.
I can't leave you here.
Forget about me. I am done for. Get Bertrand to give me the consolamentum. I want to make peace with God.
You can't take the consolamentum. They'll burn you as a heretic.
My wound has become inflamed. It will take me long before they take this castle.
I can't bear to live without you. Escalante, we need to find our parents. Go without me. I need to be here with Jean. I'll come back for you. As fast as I can.
Is it true? We've just surrendered.
I had no alternative.
But at least we had a chance. Now they'll do whatever they want with us.
No, they've agreed to a short truce. This allows people time to get their lives in order and to consider their allegiances. After that, if you seek forgiveness and agree to follow the Church of Rome, you will be set free.
After all they've done, you trust them. What about the others?
There is no option. This way, at least our family is safe.
No. No! Where's Mother? I must see her!
I believe she's in the chapel. She needed some time alone. Why?
Out of my way!
What is so important that you would disturb me in my meditation?
You must stop Father from surrendering the castle.
Well, I think it's too late for that. Besides, it is the only option left if any of us are to survive.
But you don't understand.
Then explain your concerns.
Jean is dying, and Bertrand is going to perform the consolamentum.
Well, we cannot stop him if he chooses to die as a Cathar.
But I think Esclamond is going to, as well.
What? They will burn her if she does. Take me to her, quickly. It's too late.
Lady Corba, you're most welcome to join us. The presence of the Holy Spirit has deeply touched our hearts tonight.
If the Catholics find out that Esclamond has made these vows, they will burn her.
Her eternal salvation is now assured, and they will both live again. Jean is getting very weak. He hasn't much time left. We should allow them some time together.
This must be kept secret. No one must know, not even Raymond.
I understand. I will instruct the others as well.
Ah, Bertrand, what have we done?
We can rest here today and continue on in the night.
I'm going to go for a wash in the stream, so don't run off. And if you see anyone, hide.
Shouldn't a lady be more cautious as to where she chooses to bathe?
A gentleman would look away while a lady bathed.
He would.
After being cooped up in the castle for so long, I couldn't resist. Perhaps you should join me.
That is not the Templar way.
No. You're always on guard. You never sleep or take a moment to stop and just relax. Is that why Templars don't bathe?
It rusts the armor.
Then it might be prudent to keep downwind from your enemy.
What brings you to my camp?
We're under orders. Stopping anyone passing to and from Montségur. What is your mission, Sir Knight?
And who is the lady? This is Lady Beata of Aragon. I have been commissioned to protect and escort her on a pilgrimage to Toulouse.
Then you'll need permission from Lord Hughes if you want to pass through this area.
I am Guillaume de Sonic, Templar Knight and Preceptor of Guyenne. Do you dare challenge my authority?
You must submit to our authority or suffer the consequences.
So be it. Here, let me help.
What if they're not alone?
We will worry about that later.
You did well to beat them both.
I couldn't have done it without Meg's help.
Meg, are you okay? Meg?
You took your time getting here.
I see you've been busy.
I could have used some help.
And I could have used a horse. It was a long walk.
Hopefully that's the last of the centuries. Any news?
I think Lord Hughes brought my story. But it still doesn't look promising for those left behind in the castle.
Why? What's happened?
They're collecting large quantities of firewood and preparing an area to burn the Cathars.
Say no more. Our concerns are here now.
They were the sentries we saw last night. We should go back and help that servant Mary.
What? Mary?
There's no time. We cannot risk putting you and Meg in any more danger. Help me hide these bodies.
I'm so tired.
Try and rest. I won't leave.
I love you so much.
I know. They can take away everything, but they can never take away our love. That is ours forever. I'm here. I always will be.
We used to live near here.
Why did you leave?
The soldiers came and burned our homes, and killed our families.
Were you hurt?
No. When the soldiers came, Meg and I were here collecting berries. We hid until they left. It was terrible. Meg still has nightmares about it.
It doesn't seem to upset her being here.
Her mind has shut out a lot of what happened. It's how she copes with it. We only talk about the good times. Meg always loved coming here and chasing the rabbits.
Rabbits. I'm getting hungry.
I still have some bread and cheese. There should be some mushrooms and things nearby.
Simon, help Beata. And while you're at it, check out the area.
Meg's looking tired.
She can rest now, while I set up the campsite. Meg.
How many soldiers have you killed?
I thought you wanted to sleep.
I can't. I keep thinking about that man. I didn't mean to kill him. I just wanted to make him stop.
What you did saved my life. So you did a good thing. Try not to think about it. Try to think of something else. Something more pleasant.
Do you like theatre?
I thought I had escaped the Inquisition. Did you not want to sleep?
I think she likes you.
She is kind and caring with everyone. And very intelligent for a woman. But she talks too much. Just like you. Now get some sleep.
Why'd you become a Templar Knight?
Being the youngest son in the family, there wasn't much opportunity. I wanted more excitement, a chance to travel and see the world.
How's that working out?
Well, at the moment, a lot harder than I thought.
Guillaume doesn't make anything easy.
On the contrary, being a Templar is a harsh existence. Guillaume's been quite supportive, all things considered.
What's he like?
He's quiet, circumspect, a bit of a mystery at times. We should head back. It's safer as a group.
Where's Meg?
She was here a minute ago.
You were supposed to be looking after her.
I must have dozed off. Simon, go find her. She cannot have gone far.
I'll look in the other direction.
Wait, I cannot afford to lose you both. She'll be back soon.
Just once. I leave you to look after her. Just once! And you lose her. You're so useless.
Apparently. Look, just calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. What if she gets caught?
She will be okay. She's probably off trying to help find food.
She's all I've got now.
I know, but she will be okay. Look, trust me.
I did. And look what happened.
Look, while they are gone, we need to sort something out.
What now?
It's too dangerous in this area. We must keep moving.
Just what are you wanting from me?
We need to recover the Cathar relics before we run into any more surprises. Now, where exactly did you hide them?
I can't tell you. Bertrand told me not to trust anyone.
He may have, But he also told me to get them to a safe place before Hugh discovers they are gone.
They're somewhere near here.
What do you mean, somewhere?
I don't know exactly. I got Meg to hide them.
Meg!
She found a small cave nearby where she used to play. I could never find it or her.
So you entrusted one of the greatest treasures in the world to a 10-year-old.
I thought no one would ever suspect her.
You never cease to amaze me.
Meg's vanished. Did you come back here?
No! What do you mean by vanished?
I thought I saw her. 1 minute she was there, the next she was gone. I thought she might come back here.
We need to find her. It will be dark soon, and we cannot risk being seen with the fire at night.
Where have you been? We were all so worried about you.
I thought you'd want this.
Guard it well. Simon, help me to secure the area before dark.
How are you progressing with Vieta?
That woman. Difficult creature. Not one to be underestimated.
Where are they going?
I've no idea. But you stay here. No more running off. That Gian can be so annoying.
Look, Bieta's up to something. We need to be careful.
What makes you think that?
Think about it. She does not follow the Cathar beliefs. Yet Bertrand entrusted her with their most valuable relic.
I hadn't thought about that. But you're right.
I think it's too easy to be distracted by her beauty. It can be a trap.
She is just a woman. What could she possibly do?
Never underestimate women. They can be much more cunning than men. Trust me, I know.
I'll keep that in mind. What now?
We need to head north, to Toulouse, where we have allies.
Then that is a long walk. The horses are gone. They were eaten by the troops during winter.
Life is never easy. We would be less conspicuous on foot, though. And that does give me more time to find out what is in that book.
Why don't we just take it?
If we lose Bieta's trust, we will never find out what she knows about its secrets.
Well, now that we know she's got it, we shouldn't let her out of our sight.
You're right. We had better head back.
Meg, let me see that amulet on your necklace. Hide it away. Don't let anyone see it.
Interesting reading.
Did you see anyone?
It looks clear. We should be right for the evening.
We'll take turns to keep watch just in case.
It's going to be a cold night, so we've been preparing a fire.
We cannot risk a fire. Someone might see it.
She's just a little girl. We can't let her freeze.
All right then, just keep it small.
Sorry to disturb your meals, Your Grace. I have news.
Well, get on with it.
2 of our perimeter sentries are missing.
Probably more deserters. Take some men and search the area. Let me know what you find.
Yes, my lord.
Lord Hughes, if you don't mind, I'd like to send one of my friars to accompany them.
Not at all. Who do you have in mind?
Thomas. Friar Thomas. You can join them.
Yes, Your Worship. If you insist.
Why the interest in a couple of missing sentries? We've had a few desert lately.
No interest. I just wanted some more duck before Thomas ate everything. The man suffers from gluttony.
It's getting late. I think we should head back.
You need to know what happened to the sentries.
They'd be long gone by now. Besides, I'm getting tired and hungry.
Over here. Keep the noise down. Could be anyone out here. Where are the sentries?
Please help me.
The 2 guards that were here, where are they?
I don't know. Please have some water.
Did you see which way they went? She knows nothing. Shall I set her free?
No. Go check on the soldiers. I'll question her.
I think they went this way. I've had enough of this. What now? We need to keep searching.
I hate to see them grow. Finish her.
I'm sorry.
dear. Lovely evening. Friar Thomas. Isn't it a bit late for you to be out? Put those away before you cut yourself.
I thought you'd have long left this area by now.
I'm on foot. Or have you forgotten what happened to the horses?
Regrettable, but necessary.
What keeps you out so late and so far from the safety of your camp?
Some sentries are missing.
Hardly seems worth it. This time of year, they've probably all gone home to be with their families.
So you haven't seen them?
As Lord Hugh says, sentries are not that selective. I've avoided them where I can. It's not that safe out here.
I hadn't considered that. Take me back to the camp.
Your Holiness, I don't think that wise. We haven't fully searched the area.
Do as you're told. This entire episode has been a complete waste of my time. Sorry to disturb you. Sleep well, and may you have a safe journey.
And you also.
Found a peasant girl earlier. Friar Thomas ordered her death for no good reason.
Why tell me?
Your Templars have not participated in this unholy crusade. I'd ask you to pray for her soul, for I fear she was a good Christian.
You have my word. You should go, before you draw attention to yourself.
Thank you, my lord.
Well, that worked well.
Let's hope our luck holds out. I do not trust that friar.
He comes off as a bit slow.
Do not underestimate. He's quite a reputation for cruelty.
I know. I heard tonight that he had a peasant girl killed.
That was probably Mary. Those guards had her at their camp. I should have tried to help her when I had the chance.
We can't keep dragging Meg around the countryside. It's too dangerous.
What do you suggest we leave her?
Of course not. If only we had horses.
The only ones that are left are well guarded. We should split up. We can move faster, find help, and come back for the girls.
You may be right. Beata, you know the area a lot better than us. What do you suggest?
I know.
Her hiding place.
Simon, take the girls there and keep them safe. I have some unfinished business.
How will you find us?
Leave that up to me.
Forgive me, my lord. I failed to save another one of your innocent children. I pray that you take this girl, Mary, and let her soul find eternal peace and forgiveness in heaven.
My lord, it's too late to save me.
No, don't give up. Come on, get up.
Quick! Over here!
Come. Over.
Mary. She's gone.
No! I will avenge her death.
I'm scared. Will they get us too?
When Guillaume returns, we'll get away from all this madness. Find somewhere safe.
If he returns. I've never seen him act so recklessly. Surely he knows. One man cannot save the world.
I need some time alone to pray. Can you keep an eye out on Meg?
Of course. Meg, we'd like to go look at the pond. It's a nice necklace. Can I have a look?
I'm not supposed to show it to anyone.
That's okay. Where did you get it from?
Peter gave it to me before we went to the castle. It was supposed to be our secret.
Don't worry. I won't tell anyone.
I see it's a late night for both of us.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb.
Oh, my dear friend. You're always welcome. The short time we have left is better spent with friends than alone.
This may be my last chance to speak with you, and I want to thank you for making us welcome and for sheltering us here in your home. The kindness and charity we've been shown, the sacrifices you've endured trying to protect us, have been a gift from God. You gave us hope and precious time.
My failure to keep you safe is my deepest regret. My knights were prepared to do whatever it takes, if we thought it would help. And we almost succeeded. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough.
Further fighting is pointless. Enough of your family has been lost already. You have fought honorably. I want to thank you on behalf of us all.
Is there anything else we can do?
These are all my possessions. There's not much, but I'd like you to have them. There's some cloth, some salt and herbs.
Thank you, Bertrand. I will always treasure them.
My time at the castle here has given me many moments of great joy, but also some of deep regret.
How so?
I'm not immune to self-doubt. There is so much that we do that we attribute to God's will. Things that we must accept in blind faith. Like all men, I'm not infallible. My decisions were based on what I felt God wanted from me. And I just hope and pray that what we've done has not all been in vain.
We've all been there, Bertrand. There are some truths that will only be revealed to us in death. Our only hope is that we have followed our conscience to the best of our abilities and that we will be forgiven for the times we have failed.
These thoughts I share are for you alone. At this juncture, I cannot show fear. I must be brave for the sake of those who will soon die with me. And I should return now and pray with them.
I understand. And may our loving God be merciful.
They're coming!
They won't harm you. Lord Hugh has given his word. They only want the Cathar heretics.
But how will they know who's a heretic? Won't they just kill us all like they did in Betrayal?
No, we will be spared. But you must submit to the clergy and pledge loyalty to the Pope. Those that refuse will be taken and executed.
This command was given the Consul Lamentum with her husband, Jean, and he passed away.
Don't tell them. Just do what they ask.
No, Father. I just want to be with Jean. There's nothing left for me now. All I see is pain and suffering.
But your mother and I, we love you so much. You and your sisters are all we have now. I forbid it.
I love you both. You know that. But my heart is with my husband. We will be in a better place. The world has become so evil.
Greetings, Lord Raymond. As agreed, I'm here to accept your formal surrender of Montségur.
It is with deep regret that we meet under such hostile circumstances, considering our common nobility.
Perhaps things may have turned out differently if you'd been more careful choosing your allies.
I only ask that you treat my family with respect.
I will do what I can. The Church rules in these matters.
My friend Bertrand and his followers have harmed no one. I implore you to treat them mercifully and with dignity.
Raymond, their fate is not mine to choose. I'm only a poor soldier serving King Louis and the Pope. Bishop Petrus will deal with their heresies. It is now in the hands of God.
Indeed it is. Those that have chosen to turn their back on our one and true loving God will burn for their sins.
With such a loving, caring God, is there no chance of mercy?
Well, I'm not without mercy. Those that seek forgiveness shall be spared, but only if they pledge allegiance to the one and true God's church in Rome.
I would rather burn and consort with the devil.
Then burn you will. Take him away. The Pope has granted me new powers of the Inquisition. My brethren will now gather to prepare to hold court to hear the confessions.
I will have my family gather their belongings, and we will leave as agreed to in our treaty.
Your castle and lands are all forfeited to the Pope. Where do you plan to go?
We will seek sanctuary in Toulouse.
Good. You can inform the Lord of Toulouse about the consequences of being disobedient to the Church.
How can you call yourself a man of God? I could never submit to your authority. You disgust me.
No, she does not mean that. She is hysterical after the death of her husband.
Her impotence and blasphemy are no excuse. Guard, take her to face the Inquisition.
I have nothing to hide. I received the consolamentum.
Then you will burn with the others. Take her.
No! You can't! She is my baby. Please, take me instead.
Take them both and burn them. And take the other daughter to face the Inquisition. We shall get to the truth behind all this.
Stop! This is not what we agreed to.
Do you have no honor?
Spare my family.
It is God's will. I have spoken.
I am sorry. This is not what I wanted. But my hands are tied.
Burn! Burn! Burn in hell!
At times, it seems Friar Thomas enjoys his work just a little bit too much. Give me some wine. It seems as though Friar Thomas has tripped and fallen into the fire.
Most unfortunate. I believe he was your best inquisitor.
Yes, Friar Thomas enjoyed his work. He could get a confession out of anyone. Unfortunately, he was also very clumsy. God works in mysterious ways. Wine?
Indeed he does. Excuse me, Your Grace, but I believe my work here is done.
Drop your weapon!
Simon! Quick! He's wounded!
What happened?
He's losing a lot of blood. We need to stop it. Help me. Help me before he bleeds to death.
Let him rest.
Meg told me that you saw the amulet. It is obvious from your reaction. You know what it is.
I've been helping Guillaume search for the Magdala rose ever since he told me about it. It's described in a manuscript found in the Holy Land. Why did Meg have it?
Thought it would be safer with her. No one would expect a child to have it.
I'm surprised Bertrand ever trusted you with it.
The Cathars only had the writings of Mary, and knew of my connection to her. They were never aware I had the amulet.
What connection?
I am the only surviving descendant of Mary. I was told by my mother that Mary Magdalene wore the rose amulet at the crucifixion of Jesus, and that it had his blood on it.
What about Meg? I thought you two were related.
No. I was just living with the family at the time of the attack. They were helping me to hide from the Catholic persecution.
How does the book fit into all this?
I don't know yet. I haven't had much of an opportunity to study it more closely. However, I did find a drawing of the rose, along with a short quote from the teachings of Moses.
What did it say? Did it mention the treasure?
No. It just said that the life was in the blood. I'm not sure it's significant. Nothing about any treasure.
Simon!
Wait here.
My dear friend, it looks like my journey is almost over. There's no longer any place left for intrigue or deception.
Is there anything I can do? Anything at all?
Don't waste your life pursuing myths and fables. Life is short. I hope you discover what you need to know. Maybe one day you will find your treasure.
I seek no treasure, my lord. My only desire is to find answers as to why this small relic is so important people would kill for it.
So you have had it this whole time.
It's just an old amulet. It's nothing really. That and a book full of confusing riddles. No treasures. Just a lot of senseless killing and greed.
God is greater than all that. His spirit lives in all of us.
If God was truly with us, He wouldn't let you die. You would know my prayers.
What is happening?
It all makes sense now. The blood of Jesus. The life is in the blood.
You look much better.
I feel like I've slept for a week. Is there any food left?
Very little. We should probably move on.
The mercenaries will be disbanding, and I expect that the soldiers will be moving back to Carcassonne.
Well, then we head west.
We will take the girls there. They will be safe at one of the nunneries. Now that we have the Magdala rose and the book, we can then decipher the scrolls of the temple.
While you've been asleep, I've been reading. There's no mention of any treasure. And there's no way you're going to dump me and Meg in a nunnery while you go off on your Templar quest.
We must find the Grail before the others do. It is the most powerful of all relics.
The Grail is just a legend.
No, it exists. And the rose is the key to finding it.
Then we'll find it together.
All right then. Enough talk. Let's get moving.
So far away, such a long time ago. I saw you on a moonlit night, a face I'd always known. Clouds of the moon away, you had to run or stay, but you let me go. Time I traveled from that land, the world where I once knew. Long forgotten memories that always spoke of you. Run, hide yourself away. Hunger seeks you for its prey, while I still seek the truth. Oh, run away. Sometime you'll need the morning star behind you. Run away to the limits of doom and despair.